Tame Raven looked imploringly at her woodland mate and nodded. He would sacrifice his freedom and adventures for his love. Ravens have always been wise birds, and these knew these two knew a good offer when they heard it. Gerda slept that night in the clean linen and the softest pillows. The gentle prince sat beside her bed, reading, and the beautiful princess slumbered in the white bed alongside. Gerda had her own dreams. She dreamed that she was walking through a palace of ice, in a sled pulled by spirits or angels, and came rushing towards her. The snow melted at an instant, and spring flowers blossomed at the touch of its runners. As it came closer, she saw that the sled carried a passenger. It was Kai. The angels were bringing him home. When Gerda awoke, she looked around eagerly, but it was only a dream. There was no Kai, just the kind face of the prince and two sleepy ravens. Gerda spent a week at the palace, recovering her strength. The princess asked her to live there as a special friend, but Gerda said she must set off into the world again and continue her search for Kai. The prince said that her decision was a brave one and worthy of respect, and they would send her on her journey with the best help they could give her. When they set off, Gerda had new boots, gloves, a muff, and of the softest fur. She had a golden carriage pulled by 4 horses with a coachman to drive and a footman standing on the back. 4 horsemen rode on either side as outriders to protect her, and they were all dressed in splendid suits and gilt-edged caps. The woodland raven came along with her for the first hour on one condition that he could face forwards, as traveling backwards made him feel sickly. His fiancée could not join them. She had been a bit greedy with the kitchen scraps and had a headache. Instead, she perched on the gates of the palace and flapped her wings as they rode away. "Farewell!" called the princess and her prince, and Gerda cried, leaving her new friends. The coach was packed with cakes and fruit and lemonade, and Gerda said, and the raven had one last little party before he too had to return to the palace. This was a hard moment for Gerda, for the raven had become a true friend when she was most in need. She cried as she watched his black wings carry him away back to the palace. Drying her eyes, she settled back into the gleaming carriage as it rode hard for the north. Stay tuned for Chapter 5.